Before we get started on our Friday, I wanted to invite you all into an exercise that I was introduced to when I was a resident chaplain a few years ago at Baptist Health here in town. Our supervisor knew how much I really disliked journaling, um, but she had a suggestion coming from her own background um, as a therapist and CP supervisor that I still to this day try to use when I'm at my most frantic or um, just in need of getting my thoughts down. And so today I wanted to invite you all to join in kind of a mini version of that, having a way to start our day in a mindful way would be my invitation for you all. So, what you'll need for this, preferably, is a piece of paper. It can be any piece of paper and a writing instrument of your choice. Um, if you're completely strapped on finding those resources, you can use a computer, but most people who do this journaling exercise would recommend you don't because it's easier to edit what you've written. And right now it's about presenting your authentic self and what you're feeling this morning. So if you can find a piece of paper, it's something to write with. This morning, the journaling exercise is called the diving exercise. And you might have heard of it before. You may have even used it before. And if you have, then I hope this is another opportunity to recenter and re-examine what you're coming into the day with. So what I will do is invite you all to write at the top of your paper the following prompt. Today, I feel blank that ... Today, I feel blank that. And so what I want you to think about is what feeling is most present to you right now. It can be sadness. It can be happiness. Could be you feel angry, mad, disgusted, anything, fearful, whatever feeling is most appropriate to where you are right now. Write that in the blank. So your prompt will say, today I feel happy that, or sad that. Normally this will take 8 minutes, but since we're on a little bit of a time constraint, and I just want you to get a taste of what this is like, we're going to do 4 minutes instead. So what I want you to do, and I'll set the timer and take care of that. The only thing you need to focus on is writing the prompt and everything that follows after. So the key for this exercise and why it's called diving is that the goal of it is that you don't stop writing throughout the whole time. We don't want you to edit what you've written or scratch it out. We don't want you to pause and to reflect on a sentence you've just written. We just want you to keep writing. So if you get stuck, what I want you to do is just simply write the prompt repeatedly over and over until something comes forth. Whatever you do, don't stop writing. So today I feel blank that, and if you have a thought, complete it. If you don't, go to the next line and write again the prompt. Today I feel blank that, and until something comes forth. So I will set my timer for 4 minutes and we will begin. take the last few seconds we have to finish the sentence you're currently writing, and then put a period at the end. Now, the last part. I want you to write at the bottom of the paper or wherever you have space the following words. But what I really want to say is. But what I really want to say is. And so, having written and dumped all of your feelings, at the end of all of this, what is it that you really want to say about your day or about how you feel? And we'll take 2 minutes to finish that. Finish the sentence you're working on. Oftentimes, when we think about our feelings, we can share the part of us that is the loudest. And so that voice sometimes is the one that needs to be heard and the one that needs to be processed. But that's not always the complete side to our story. And so this exercise helps to flesh out the things that are most pressing in our feelings, but also helps us to share the full story of how we're feeling, which, whether that's I feel happy, but I also feel sad, or I feel sad, but I'm also happy. We're complex people, we're humans, but our story is still worth telling, and it's still worth being heard. So thank you all for this morning.